What's up? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. Thank you guys for dropping by my Facebook Live this morning. This is season 3. If you missed out on season 1, season 2, then you could definitely catch it on YouTube. You can go to YouTube. In the search box, you can type in Marisha, Marisha, then LaShay, LAS, capital SHAY. And once you type in Marisha LaShay, then One Man Army will appear. One Man Army Network will appear with an exclamation mark. That is where you can find all of the content that I record on a daily basis for season 1 and season 2. Also, let's go ahead and raise the roof and clap it up. Oh, for season 3. Because this is my 3rd season of The Breakfast Show. Also, I want to take a moment to pay tribute to God, who is the head of my life and my leader. I want to give a shout out to my parents and my son. I want to thank all my constant supporters from season 1, season 2, and even the current season of season 3. You know, I, on the daily, take this moment to reflect on this opportunity that I am embarking on, and this is my 3rd time coming around. I am very ecstatic about this because I continuously to keep evolving as I keep evolving, just as a content creator. And this time I challenge myself to talk about different content and to talk about those things that I never talked about, like self-esteem and autism and black boys and graduations and much, much more. So sit back, relax, and lend me your ear. I am Marisha LaShay. I am your host doing the most. I am a native of Chicago, and I'm checking in from Atlanta, Georgia. So, what is the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay? Well, this platform was created to engage an audience worldwide with thought-provoking questions or statements, and to encourage open dialogue to gain insight on multiple perspectives on a question or a particular statement. Today is day 13 of this breakfast show, and it will be in effect for the next 17 days. So welcome again, and I hope that you join this journey with me over the course of time. So for the next part of the show, this is when we check in on our mental awareness. How are we feeling on a day-to-day basis? On a scale 1 to 10, 1 being the worst day of your life, and 1 being the worst day of your life, and 10 being the best day of your life. If you are a 1, you could be below that 1. You could be a negative number. You can be in the negatives because that is just how you feel. Don't ever allow anybody to change how you feel in regards to how you feeling of the day, the top of the day. You can change throughout the day. But at 10, that is the best day of your life. You can be above a 10. Definitely so. I always tell people that you can definitely be above a 10. You could be an 11, you could be a 20, you could be a 25. It's totally up to you. So with that being said, today I am on 1,000. Wow. Just with a little bit of sleep can do for you changes things. Please feel free to drop your numbers, tell how you are feeling. I'm definitely a solid 1,000. I'm in and at it. My juices are flowing creatively, and I'm just really, really thankful for everything that's just happening to me, the good and the bad. Yeah, I get to see another day, another 24 hours. I get to do some things, and I'm just grateful. Definitely just grateful. If you have dropped your numbers, thank you guys so much. You can definitely drop your 2 cents in when I drop this question. Are you guys ready for the question of the day? The question is, dear chemistry, why is it imperative that a negative and a positive must come together to create a neutral bond? Is the question for today. Dear chemistry, why is it imperative that a negative and a positive must come together to create a neutral bond? Okay, I know you guys like, okay, where are you going with this? Let's go ahead and dissect this. First off, let's define what chemistry is. Chemistry is the scientific study of the properties and behavior of matter. It is a natural science that covers the elements that make up matter to the compounds composed of atoms, molecules, and ions. We have three key words in that definition: atoms, molecules, ions. So today we're going to be zooming in on atom structure, because the atom structure is what holds those protons, those neutrons, and those electrons. Okay? Atoms are the foundation of chemistry. Okay? They are the basis for everything in the universe. As you know, matter is composed of atoms. Solids are made of densely packed atoms, while gases have atoms that are spread out. Okay? We're going to talk about the basics of atomic structure and bonding of atoms. Okay? Meanwhile, there are much more things that happen, such as reactions and biochemistry. But our focus is, we're trying to figure out, why is it imperative that you have a negative and a positive to come together to create a neutral setting? You notice that a negative and a negative can never, they repel. Even in batteries, different everyday things that we use, you cannot ever do a positive and a positive. Only in mathematics, but not when it comes to bonding. All right. So these subatomic particles include nucleons and quarks. Nuclear chemists and physics have worked together at partial accelerators to discover the presence of tiny, tiny pieces of matter. However, science is based on the atom because it is the smallest distinct unit of matter. Okay? So like I mentioned before, you have electrons, you have protons, and you have neutrons. What are these things that you are saying to me? Electrons are the smallest of the three particles that make up atoms. Electrons are found on the outside of the shell, in which hold the protons and the neutrons. The electron is going to be the negative, okay? It is going to be the negative. It's going to be the minus sign that you see like on batteries, that you see like on different products that you may use that need to come together. The proton is the positive charge. Electron is negative charge. Proton is the positive charge. Neutron is the neutral. Okay? So, have you ever heard about getting a shock from a socket, static electricity, or lightning? Those are related to electronic charges. Charges are found in tiny particles of matter. The electron always have a negative charge. The proton always have a positive charge. If the charge of an entire atom is zero or neutral, there are equal numbers of positive and negative charges. Neutral atoms have equal numbers of electrons and protons. So if it is at a neutral charge, it is for it to be able to be stable and at a neutral setting. But if there's too many electrons and not enough of those protons, then you have a problem. You have a problem. Okay? Because now somebody is dominating, and we never want that to happen, especially when it comes down to atoms and what they do for us. So I hope that you got, that's my little science lesson for today. I wanted to share that with you guys because I love science, but science is also the way of the world. A lot of people don't really give science the credit that it is, but we wouldn't exist without science, especially when it comes down to our health or the different things that are taking place and whatnot. So you guys can definitely drop your 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely appreciate the support this morning, and I love you guys. This is the close of the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening to me babble on like a nerd. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. You guys have a super, super Sunday, and I'm out.